Hey guys, it's me Angie, and today I'm going to be doing a short story time video on the time I got stitches because my foot was indeed need for stitches. So let's get started. So this was March 1st, Justin Bieber's birthday, and shout out to my friend Sabora because she was there the whole time I injured my foot. She wasn't indeed there, but she was basically watching everything I did. Okay, so I was uwooing her, and I was doing gymnastics on my bar. Right there. I don't know if you can see it because I can't see. And as I was doing my gymnastics, I was just doing like pullovers, back hip circles, front hip circles, kips, and that kind of stuff, like drop kips. But I can't do too much because the height of this room isn't like tall enough, and I'm like at the top floor, so that means the roof has to be like small, yeah. Okay, so I was ooving her. My phone's over there. Okay, but I'm just gonna take my iPad, and this is, okay, let's say I was ooving. This is my phone. I think, yeah, I was on my phone, and okay, so here's the camera, and I was ooving, and it was just me, her, and the camera shoots up onto the bar, so like my bar is right here and I'm just like at the view, and it gives weird views, and obviously she would screenshot everything. Okay, just through my iPad, and I would have worse pictures. I have really bad pictures of everyone that they do not know I have. So back to the story time. So yeah, I was just there, and I would obviously be doing gymnastics tricks. I was on the floor, I was on my bar, my mat was out for like 3 minutes because I put duct tape as a beam, and yeah, so I just put it back. Okay, so this was the evil jar that what's it called? Okay, it still has some residue. Okay, as I showed you the evil jar, that's the evil jar I hit my foot on. So back to the story time. Yeah, I was just doing gymnastics, and on my bar I was doing the same. And right now we're still on mattresses because my dad said he's in the process of buying new beds. So this is the evil jar. Just my foot. I was doing gymnastics on my bar, and then I started doing gymnastics on the floor, and it's the evil jar. I did a handstand, I bounced off the mattress because right now that's what I like to use on as a trampoline. And this is my toe, okay, so this is my pinky, and this is, I don't know how you guys can see it, but the farther side of my pinky, and it just hits the jar and splits between, and I did not notice at first. It just started hurting because I hurt my toe many times while doing gymnastics. I hit myself on the jar, I hit myself in the wall, and I did not see any bleeding until this time. It just like my toe split open, and I still have some residue blood on that jar because I could never get it off. I tried to cover it with some concealer, which is really stupid of me, and that did not work, so it just became like weirdish pink, but there's still blood on there. Yeah, I'm gonna show you how I found that out later on, but I did not feel it. I didn't know it was bleeding because I didn't feel any like blood dripping down, but it was in between my toes, and I was sweating that day because, you know, I was ready to take a shower. Oh gosh. Okay, so I was sweating that day and I was ready to take a shower, and after that I was going to tell my friend I need to go shower, and that's what I told her that before. So I noticed that my foot is bleeding, and I dragged myself to the bathroom. I did not say anything until I took a picture of my foot, and I noticed it was like really, like, it wasn't deep because the doctor said it wasn't deep, but it was like I could see like my flesh, which was really weird. And I took a picture, and if you want to see that picture, I will have it at the end of the video because I'm pretty sure nobody wants to see that. but if you're squeamish, I don't think you would want to see that. So it's at the end of the video, and my foot is bleeding, and I send that picture to my friend, and she's like, and I start laughing because that's my reaction whenever I'm like injured. I start laughing so hard, and I sent that picture to her. She's so scared. I'm like, I don't know if I should tell my dad because it doesn't really hurt, and she was like, go tell him. And then I show my dad, and I leave the camera. Ugh. Okay, so this is my phone, and there's like this little like bed, soldier bed, I don't know what it's called, but my dad set up because my mom has back problems and like she needs a hard surface. So I leave the camera there, and I walk into my parents' room, and I'm like, hey dad, and he's like sleeping because, you know, he comes back from work, he's tired and whatever, so he's sleeping, and I wake him up, and my mom's just there on her phone. And I'm like, I'm bleeding, and my foot split open, and he's like, what? And I was like, I don't know, here, look. And he was like, what the hell? And my mom is like, wait, what happened? I was like, hold on, mom. And she was like, what happened? I was like, I'm bleeding. And she was like, from what? And I said, I hit my foot in the jar by the other side where I put my books. And she said, oh. And then she told my dad to take me to the hospital, and I didn't really want to go, but I knew it's like the right thing, because or else it will get infected and my foot might get amputated or whatever, I don't know. Okay, so my dad gets really angry because he was like sleeping. It was like 9 o'clock, and I had school the next day. So it was like a Tuesday, and I'm right because next week I switched gym teachers. I go back to upstairs. I go to my room, and I see that my foot is like being drained with blood. So I go into the bathroom. I take my friend with my phone on it. We were Uvoing. So I take my phone and I put it in the bathroom, and I see blood that's on the floor. So I stopped the bleeding by putting like, okay, so I was saying, I go upstairs and I go to my bathroom, and to have like the shower head be turned on, you have to pull the thing, but this time I pushed it down, and it just put pressure on my foot, and I knew it was gonna stop the bleeding. So like I see a lot of blood coming out, and it stops bleeding. So my mom's like, my dad said get ready, and I was like okay, and I was really scared, and I thought he was gonna be mad at me. I bet you he was. And my foot did not hurt at all. Like I could walk on it, but I was afraid it might like, I don't know, it might like get all like bloody again. So I was just like limping, and I rushed down the stairs because I could still walk. And my dad's like, wait, what are you doing? And he was like, I was like, I'm going downstairs. And he was like, I need to get ready. And so I waited for him at the downstairs, and he puts on his shoes. I sit in the front seat, my dad in the other seat, and he's driving, and it's like complete silence. So I tried to make some conversation, and I could tell he was just like, he was like that the whole time. And I felt bad because that meant he took time away from him. And yeah. Okay, I don't know if this is short anymore. Okay, so I arrived to the hospital. It's like a 30-minute wait, 15-minute wait, and it was pretty long, and my phone was only on 12% because I was Uvoing her, and I was planning on charging it, but I took my charge, and I was stupid. I didn't realize that there was a connection plug, but you know, in the hospital. So I go back, and I see that my phone's on 5% because my phone, when it's like, it was pretty cold that day. Your phone tends to drain its battery when it's too cold or too hot. So it drained its own battery, and it was 5%, and it was 3%, and it was 2%, and it was dead by the time I tried to text my friend. So yeah, and they took my weight and everything, and the doctor told me I needed stitches, and I was like, oh my god. And I'm not afraid of needles. I know people are mostly afraid of needles, and he told me if I were you, I would be afraid of these kind of needles, and it was like a really long one. It was like this big, pretty long. And he said, okay, no, not, you know what, you're getting this little mosquito, which was like the size of this whole nail. So, and I start laughing because I laugh whenever people inject me. They don't hurt me, I just laugh. I have an instant reaction, so I was laughing the whole time. He was making funny jokes. I guess he was a nice doctor. I was like, ugh. And I was really scared that day because I thought I wasn't gonna be able to play band, because one of the nurses said she might need crutches, and the other one said might give you a wheelchair, and I was like, oh my god. So I started crying because of that, and it was one of my concerts the next day, and I didn't want to disappoint anyone. I didn't want to disappoint my mother, because we had to play this song by Ozzy Osbourne, and she really likes that artist, so I didn't want to disappoint anyone. But yeah, they stitched up my foot, and I still have the picture where I first got it stitched. But yeah, I guess this was my story time video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed, and I kind of still have rips. See it? But I still have rips from that time at the bar. They've healed pretty nicely. It's kind of yellow now. But I will show you. There will be like a 5-second no. There will be like a 5-second black whole image, just in case like you don't want to see it. It's not gonna be right away, but I'll show you my foot afterwards, which is right now it's pretty swollen. So thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Make sure to subscribe for more, and yeah.